Hi, ladies. I wanted to just take a minute and film a little welcome to online introduction for Event 420. I just want to talk through some of the changes that I've made and how the course will be different now that we're online. So to start off, the first thing I want to talk about is how to reach me. The easiest way to reach me at this point is to send an email. That way, I can set up a call or a video conference if we need to, or I can answer your questions by email. But just so you guys know, the easiest way to reach me at this point for the rest of the semester is through my email. The other thing is that you guys should be checking your Delhi emails and Vanco Hall on a daily basis. That's the way that I will contact you. That's the way the college will contact you. So make sure you're doing that on a regular basis. You'll see that in this spring break week, I've posted a syllabus update. That's what I want to walk through now. So to give you guys some updates on how the class will be different. But the way that I'm going to move forward is everything will be on Vanco. Everything will be posted by me on Vanco. Everything will be submitted by you guys on Vanco. And we're not going to meet as a class. So you'll never have to log in and be here at 2 o'clock on a Wednesday. Everything's going to be kind of go at your own pace. So as long as you're submitting the work on time, there's really no requirements of when you have to log in and be online. Obviously, our plans need to change a little bit. So the first thing I want to look at is grading for the semester. Originally, your final project was worth 20% of your grade. Your event volunteer experience was worth 20% of your grade. Your research paper was 20%, your homework was 20%, and participation in the group work was 10%. I moved that stuff around so that your final project is now going to be worth 20% of your grade. I have that posted on Vanco Hall already. Essentially what we'll do is it's now an individual project, and you guys will still be planning a run for the United Way. But what you'll be doing is you'll be working on your own to put together a guide as to how to plan the event. So you'll still plan all the elements of the event. You'll still create a logo and you'll still put together a sponsorship packet. But this is really going to be more of an individual project where you will complete all of the elements, but unfortunately we won't obviously have the event with how things have changed. So that final project is now 20% of your grade. I have removed the event volunteering project because that no longer works. And I will replace that with an online final exam. So we've been doing notes from the event fundraising book that we've been working through, and originally I didn't have an exam on that. I will now have an exam. So just like all of my other classes, you can go back through the notes. I'll post a study guide, but you will have an online final based on the content from that book. Your research project is still worth 20%. If you've looked in Vanco Hall, you'll see that those are due next week. That's the first thing that we'll be doing online because those were supposed to be due really kind of the next day after classes were canceled. So hopefully those are already finished for you. You'll need to upload the paper for me. There's a spot to do that. And then you'll have to share your presentation in a discussion board. So it can be a video, it can be a PowerPoint with your narration over it. It can be whatever makes sense for you to present that information to the rest of your classmates. If you have any questions, just let me know. 20% is still homework and quizzes, and now 20% is also participation on the discussion boards. Attendance was counted through when we were in the classroom. So through March 13th, attendance counted. I'm no longer taking attendance because that doesn't make sense, but I will be evaluating your participation online and in the discussion boards. As I said, everything will be submitted through Vanco Hall. If you have homework assignments, those will be due at the end of the week. So if this first week starts Monday the 30th, everything will be due, homework assignments will be due by Sunday night at 11:59. Discussion board posts. In the discussion boards, I'll ask each of you to reply to my questions. So give an original reply to the questions I've asked. And then I'm asking you to reply to your classmates. So original posts are due by Wednesday at 11:59, and then replies are due by Sunday at 11:59. That gives you time to post the original content and then to read everybody's responses and reply there as well. We'll give that a try. If that doesn't work, we'll adjust, but that's the plan to get us started. For your large projects, things like your final, your paper, your final project, please make sure you just pay attention to those individual deadlines. I'll make those very clear. Just some of the regular stuff that's in the syllabus. So conduct in the discussion boards, I expect it to function like our discussions in the classroom. So I expect polite interaction with your classmates and with me, and I don't think we'll have any problems with that. Academic integrity, everything needs to be cited online. So if you have looked anything up to help you answer your discussion board questions, anything that doesn't come directly from your head or from my slideshow needs to be cited, whether it's in a homework assignment, a project, or in the discussion boards. Finally, if you have an academic adjustment, please reach out and we'll make those work in this new format, just like we would in the classroom. So the last thing I want to share before I go here is kind of the schedule for the rest of the semester. This week is your papers and presentations. So your papers are due on Wednesday, your presentation is due on Wednesday, and then your replies to your classmates are due on Sunday. All of those details are on Vanco already. The following week, we will go back to the book. We'll cover chapters 6 and 7, which are additional revenue sources and in-kind donations. The third week, we will look at chapters 8 and 9. That's how you can use your board of directors and your volunteers to support a fundraising event. The following week will be a documentary viewing and some response questions to that. The next week is chapter 10, how to use media and public relations to support a fundraising event. Then we have chapter 11 and 12, how to show impact and how to turn event attendees into supporters. And then the last week, your final projects will be due and there'll be the online final exam. So that is kind of a brief overview. Moving forward, this is probably the only video that I'll put together, but what I will do with my notes is I'll still post the PDFs of my notes like I always have, but I'll also post a video file of my notes. So you'll be able to see my slideshow and you'll hear my voice over it. I don't love making videos, but I think the PowerPoints with my voice will do what you need to do for the content. So any questions, just email me. I hope you're all taking care of yourselves, and I look forward to seeing you all sometime soon. Stay well. Thanks, guys.